So let's have a look at the bike, see what kind of mods I've done to it, and the mistake that I made I'll share with you guys as well, and how that could end up costing me almost $1,000.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been waiting for the rain to stop for days now. It finally has, so I can show you how I've pimped out my ride. So let's have a look at the bike, see what kind of mods I've done to it, and the mistake that I made I'll share with you guys as well, and how that could end up costing me almost $1,000. Alright, so first off, as you can see, I've added some crash bars. I like a lot of protection. The ones that come with the bike themselves are just the dinky little ones that only cover just down here. So I got these heat ones. I like how they have a full-on protection that wraps around the front. Really protects the bike, and as you've seen from my last videos, I end up falling over a lot, so the more protection I have, the better. I also went with the Givi rack. So it's perfect, wraps around. Now I have somewhere to strap to. First time I took the bike out, I had to strap the big duffel bag to the back, and there was nowhere to strap it to, and as you can see, I ended up scratching the crap out of both sides just with the bungee cords. So I got the top case, the hard cases, and you can see there's a bunch of cases here. So I bought a set of soft cases from a buddy of mine, Nelson Rig. They just strap on. I'll show you how those work. And the mistake that I made. You can see two sets of boxes here. I got the Outback Trekker and the Alaska. Well, I wasn't really paying attention. The Outback Trekkers were 48 liters. They're massive. You can see how wide they are compared to the Alaskas. The Alaskas are 36 liters. The ones I had on the Vstrom that I had custom made, they're 37 liters, so they're only slightly smaller. But when I put these guys on the bike, they were huge. The only catch was they have two separate kinds of connection systems. So this is the connection system that went with the Outback Trekker, and basically it just straps on here, and then the boxes lock on. So I had to buy an adapter kit, which adds the monolock right there. So all I had to change was that monolock and these guys down here, and they just basically with an Allen key unscrew. So you buy the adapter kit once you have the rack, and you can have full access to any of the boxes that they have. So these Trekkers cost me almost $1,000, so now they're brand new, and I bought them from Europe, so I'm not going to be returning them. I'm just going to try and sell them here for basically what I paid for them. And the Alaskas were about $500, so slightly cheaper, and I'll show you some of the features that the Alaska has. Alright, pretty straightforward for these Alaska Trekkers. They just the Alaska Trekkers. Yeah. They just hook on and snap in. Easily pop open like that. Lots of space inside, but it does have this fancy feature when you want to take it off, and that's it's got a little hook in here. Let's see if you can see that. You can undo so that you had your bag strapped to the back, you're trying to open your top case. There you go. That little hook lets the box slide away. So now you have easier access. Stick it back on and you're good to go. Alright, so there's how it looks with both boxes on. As you can see, the exhaust sticks out on the right side, so it's going to be a bit wider on the right side than the left. But just something I'll deal with, no big deal. And I'm going to show you the soft bags now and how they go on. Alright, let's have a look at these soft bags. So they're fully waterproof. My buddy even put little garbage can inside so that it's easier to pull stuff in and out when you have the bag strapped on. No fancy connection system. You just got some Velcro straps that you hook over. I loop them through the case there, and then they basically just sit there, and with these series of straps, you can strap them down to the bike. Alright, on the sides here, I got there's some cheap pads that I ordered for non-skid. First time I went out on the bike, when I stood up and was leaning forward, I kept sliding forward on the tank. So I thought I'd give these a try. Haven't had a chance to test them out yet, but I'm sure they'll, just standing in my driveway, it was already a bit more sticky. As you can see, I still got the guy that I got up north on the Vstrom. He's gonna keep me company. Added some Oxford heaters. They went on pretty straightforward. Ordered some cheap grips. They're only about 30 odd bucks, but they're adjustable. They look fancy, and they also flip up. Yeah. And it doesn't get stuck on the guard. So they flip up, so when you dump the bike, less chance of them breaking. I've just ordered a quad lock that I'm gonna put up there for the phone. And I gotta have something to adapt for my GPS as well. I haven't figured that one out yet. And I'm just considering whether to do the mirrors or not. I don't really like these mirrors too much. Can't really see that much in them, I find, compared to the bigger ones on the Vstrom. Let's see what's under the seat. Alright, not very much space under the seat, which is unfortunate. You can barely even get your tools in there. But I did manage to add a cigarette lighter there. And I've also added up here a cigarette lighter charger. So now I've got 2 charging ports there. I've got 1 more charging port there. And so I'm going to probably do like I did on the Vstrom, is run a wire from here up underneath the box and then drill a hole in the bottom of the box so I can charge all my electronics when I'm on a trip. Worked really well on the Vstrom. This is something super annoying, is to take this seat off. You've got these 2 screws here. I've already done it, but you gotta, every time you want to take that seat off, you gotta unscrew those 2 nuts, which is a real pain. And so this is where I've added a fuse box right here. So I've connected it all through a relay. All the wiring goes through that main hub with all the fuses to it. So now when the bike shuts off, all the power electronics shut off as well. And basically just tapped into a wire that I used for the back light, which other people said that's a good one to use because it shuts off when the bike's off. And it's not a critical power source. If you lost the license plate light, big deal. So I haven't got to the center stand yet. I have it in the garage, I just haven't put it on yet. And as soon as I get around to that, I'll show you guys how that goes on. Alright, so that's some of the modifications I've done to the bike. Next up is going to be the oil change. The 1,000 kilometer first service. I've got about 850 on it, so a couple more rides and I'll get to changing the oil. And otherwise, as winter's coming, it'll be almost time to put the bike away. Maybe get out and make some snowboarding videos for you guys. Alright, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Oh my god. What do I do with my keys? These a try. Haven't had a chance